Hi dear students, in this video I am going to talk about Daniell cell. This is the second part of the topic redox reactions and electrode processes. This topic is from the chapter redox reactions. Students, I told you in the earlier class, this is a topic present in both the chapters. This is present in 11th standard chapter redox reactions and 12th standard chapter electrochemistry, right? Let us continue our discussion with the Daniell cell. Daniell cell. Dear students, a galvanic cell or voltaic cell is defined as a device in which chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. Chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. Students, in this type of cells, in this device which is known as galvanic cell or voltaic cell, due to a spontaneous chemical reaction, a reaction which occurs by its own, that is called as a spontaneous reaction. Due to spontaneous reaction, electricity is generated. So galvanic cells of many types, but in the syllabus mainly we have Daniell cell. Let us continue our discussion with the Daniell cell now. Students, when zinc rod is immersed in the copper sulfate solution, displacement reaction takes place. Zinc rod is immersed in copper sulfate solution, displacement reaction will takes place. Copper sulfate aqueous solution, zinc solid plus CuSO4 aqueous gives rise to zinc sulfate plus copper solid we are getting. So what is the reaction occurring in this condition? In this case is zinc will loses 2 electrons, then it will convert into Zn2 plus, and Cu2 plus which is present in the aqueous state, it will gains 2 electrons and it will convert into Cu solid. Copper sulfate is converted into zinc sulfate. Whatever the zinc present on the zinc rod, it will be displacing copper from the copper sulfate solution. So color of this copper sulfate is blue. When we immerse the zinc rod, color will be disappeared and some black coating of the dark brown coating of the copper is formed on the zinc rod. Displacement reaction takes place. The electron transfer will occurs from Zn to Cu2 plus 2 electrons, it is transferred. If this is occurring in the same reaction, same solution, if it is allowed to occur in the same solution, electron transfer, we cannot use this electron for doing some external work, some mechanical work. Only the temperature of the solution slightly it will increases. The electron transfer is taking place only within the same solution, so we cannot use this electron to do some work. Here the reaction occurs only on the surface of the metal electrode or the metal rod it is. Students, when we allow to occur this reaction in 2 different containers, when we allow this reaction to occur in 2 different containers, in the left side container zinc rod is immersed in the zinc sulfate solution, and right side container, copper rod is immersed in the copper sulfate solution. Copper rod is immersed in the copper sulfate solution. This is zinc rod, zinc solid is immersed in the solution which contains Zn2 plus ions, zinc sulfate solution, and this side, right hand side, copper rod is immersed in the copper sulfate solution. Copper sulfate solution. I am indicating it as a Cu2 plus aqueous, and this rod is copper rod, Cu solid. This side, zinc rod is immersed in the solution which contains Zn2 plus aqueous. So students, when we connect these two electrodes or the metal rods through some wire, then electron transfer will occur through the external circuit. Electrons will transfer from zinc rod to the copper rod through the external circuit. Electron transfer will take place. From where these electrons are produced? So this surface of the metal rod, it contains many Zn2 plus ions are present in the electrolytic solution. Then whatever the neutral atoms present on the surface, they have natural tendency of losing electrons. Zn minus 2 electrons gives rise to Zn2 plus aqueous. So Zn, zinc atoms which are present on the metal rod, they are dissolved in the solution in the form of Zn2 plus. As the time progresses, what happens? The thickness of this rod will decreases, because zinc atoms which are present on the surface of this zinc rod, they will dissolve in the form of Zn2 plus by losing 2 electrons. So there is accumulation of electrons takes place on this electrode. Accumulation of electrons will takes place on this electrode, and these electrons are allowed to transfer through the external circuit to the other half cell, right? Here students, generally according to the convention, the electrode at which oxidation takes place, loss of electrons is called as oxidation. The electrode at which oxidation takes place, we have to call it as a anode. That is not because of the charge we are calling that electrodes as anode and cathode, because of the oxidation and reduction. The electrode at which oxidation takes place, we have to call it as a anode. The electrode at which a reduction takes place is called as cathode. So in the right side container, Cu2 plus ions which are ready to take the electrons from the external circuit, they will attain positive charge to the electrode. Cu2 plus ions which are present, they will take the electrons through the external circuit and they will get deposit. With the time, the thickness of this copper rod will increases because of a reduction taking place. Cu2 plus 2 electrons gives rise to Cu solid. Gain of electrons is called as reduction. The electrode at which a reduction takes place, we have to call it as a cathode. Students, generally in the electrochemical cell, electrolytic cell, the charge on the cathode is negative, charge on the anode is positive. But here in the galvanic cell or in the voltaic cell, the charge on the anode is opposite. Charge on the anode is negative, charge on the cathode is positive. That is opposite to that of the electrolytic cell. So why this anode is getting negative charge here? Because the electrons which has been lost by zinc atoms, the electrons will not, the electrolytic solution will offer some resistance, so that electrons will only accumulate on the surface of the zinc rod. So these electrons which are accumulating on the zinc rod, they will attain negative charge to the electrode. So oxidation is occurring, so that's why we are calling it as a anode. But here on the right side container, Cu2 plus ions which are ready to take the electrons from the external circuit, these will attain positive charge through the electrode. But here reduction is taking place. The electrode at which a reduction takes place, we have to call it as a cathode. Students, as the time progresses, what happens? The accumulation of positive charges here it is more, because as the time progresses, zinc atoms which are present on the zinc rod, they are dissolving in a solution in the form of Zn2 plus. So there is accumulation of positive charges in the left side container. As the Cu2 plus are accumulating and they are converting into the Cu solid, then the negative charge will accumulate in the right side container. So this process will stop after certain definite time. To continue this process, we need some device that is called as a salt bridge. Salt bridge. It is a inverted glass tube. Two porous plugs are fitted to it. Inverted glass tube. Two porous plugs are fitted to this. Before that, it is filled with the organic substance, paste like substance, agar, organic substance. It is filled with the agar, and strong electrolyte like KNO3, KCl. Here, why KNO3 is used? Sometimes they will ask. The mobility of K plus and NO3 minus is same. The mobility of K plus and NO3 minus is same. That's why this is salt bridge is filled with the strong electrolyte like KNO3, and it is made into the paste like substance, agar substance, which does not allow to mix these two solutions. It will allows only flow of ions. The positive ions will flow in this direction, negatively charged ions will flow in the opposite direction. So what is the main use of salt bridges? It will maintain electron neutrality of the cell. So students, if the salt bridge is removed, then there is no current flows. That's why for the galvanic cell, salt bridge is essential. Salt bridge is inverted glass tube filled with the organic substance agar, and strong electrolyte like KNO3 made into the paste, and two porous plugs are fitted, which does not allows to mix these two solutions. It allows only flow of the ions through it. So which is useful in maintaining electron neutrality of the cell. If the salt bridge is removed, there is no current will flows, immediately that will stops, right? The flow of electrons will occurs from the anode to the cathode, through the external circuit, that is through the metallic wire. Electrolytic solution offers some resistance. Electrons cannot enter into the electrolytic solution, right? Meanwhile, ions cannot flow through the metallic wire. Ions can flow through the salt bridge, and electrons can flow through this external wire. It is possible. So internal circuit is completed by salt bridge, external circuit is completed by the metallic wire. Students, here salt bridge is essential. Without a salt bridge, no galvanic cell will works. The main use of the salt bridge is it will maintain the electron neutrality of the cell. So even though after some times what happens, the accumulation of ions will takes place. So then no current will flows. We can call it as a cell has achieved equilibrium. At equilibrium condition, no current will flows. Okay, in detail about the salt bridge and how to calculate the E cell, E naught cell, everything we have in the chapter electrochemistry. Just here we will discuss about how to represent a galvanic cell or cell notation, that we will discuss now. Cell notation. General representation for the Daniell cell we are doing anode electrode / anode electrolyte Zn2 plus, state is aqueous state. If its concentration is C1 molar we will write here. Then double slash indicates the salt bridge, and then cathode electrolyte Cu2 plus aqueous. If its concentration is C2 molar we have to write. This is like 0.1, 0.001 like that, slash cathode electrode we are writing, right? This is a general cell notation, cell representation, short form of the galvanic cell representation. Anode electrode slash anode electrolyte, its concentration, double slash, and cathode electrolyte slash cathode electrode. Students, this is about the Daniell cell. Thanks for watching.